I would hate to hear that loud ooh, chitty chitty bang, chitty chitty bang. Oh, them cannons ring, chitty bang. Oh, them cannons ring, yes, them cannons ring. Make sure you photo ready when you see the game. I thought I told you lames, we are not the same.
Madden football is the home. Next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get into the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Yikes, a 4. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Now Jones. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Jones will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Nifty move. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Escaping a tackle at the 25. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Evans has it left side. Touchdown! Mike Evans, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs will add to their first quarter lead here in the Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now following the touchdown, Hawk Richter to kick off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive. And then, boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Got a man, it's Waddle complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, This crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure right. To a hit, and the ball is out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 7. Back to throw here.
In the game, he's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to count. Thing covered. Here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up the 1st down.
A nice run there by Jones on 1st down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. 20, 10. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Two and now, 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finish off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick-6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick-6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that would pretty much seal the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately, it all started. The first pick-6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick-6 in the Super Bowl. That's complete to his running back, Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught by Evans. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy that has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Second down and 8. Looking to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Boy, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out, got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
These two teams have had plenty of extra time to make their final adjustments, but time's just about up. The final half of the NFL season is upon us. So let's get it back out to our Super Bowl broadcast team. Here's Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Tua sets up to pass it. This one goes for Fuller. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try again. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins will extend their third-quarter lead here in the Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll look to throw now on first down. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, not a gain that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. Steps away to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. They took a real chance there, throwing deep from their own end zone.
Yeah, just think about it this way. If you take that shot, which they just did, you're giving those pass rushers an extra chance to get you. Your escape hatch behind you is gone because the end line is there. Yet at the same time, they took the gamble, and boy, did it pay off.
86 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From just shy of midfield, Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On second and inches, Tua. Being chased out left. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Now Tua just going to back this forward on the end around. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. On second and 9, Tua. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard. That'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. On play action, they'll throw. Out to his left. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Bucs on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Flushed out right. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Oh, what a catch by Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. Now the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Now a handoff looking right. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. To a hit, and the ball is out. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Tua on 4th down. And able to find Gesicki as tight end.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. The time you'd think they'd be running the football, they're still tossing it around and having great success. And it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And the Lombardi Trophy has a home in South Florida. The Miami Dolphins are your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.